once again. See, my confidence is shaking and my heart is feeling vacant. So you tried to fill it in. You said I could fix the broken in your heart. You were telling, darling. But I don't know why you're shooting in the dark. I got faith in nothing. But love, pray for me. I never had somebody, so I don't know how to love. Pray for me. I know I need somebody, so I can learn how to love.
Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Sorry if it's kind of like crooked. Actually let me try to fix it one more time. My phone keeps on slipping because it's on the wooden table, and hopefully that's a little bit better. I'm actually gonna scooch back a little bit so you guys can see me a little bit better. Sorry for the light. Actually I'm gonna close this curtain real quick, so don't mind me. I think this is the right one that needs to close. So yeah, just close this curtain, that way the light isn't bothering you guys. There's a little bit of light coming in, but yeah, today I am answering the personal questions, like the really personal ones, like the juicy little ones. So I'm gonna be answering those. I have my dad's iPad right here. I'm gonna read them off. I screenshotted them, or not screenshotted. I took pictures on my phone, but yeah. Nadia _20 holes said, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years time? Actually, I have to count my age. So I'm 14 right now. So technically I'm going to be 15 sooner. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm going to be 19. And if not 18, I'll probably be in college if I can. Just learning. I don't know what I'm gonna study in yet. I don't want to be anything like a nurse. I was thinking about being a veterinarian, but you have to be in school for like 10 years, I think, or something. I don't know. It's a really long time. Like, I would basically graduate at 30. I don't want that to happen. I want a job a lot sooner, so I don't think I'm gonna do veterinary. But I might do dog training if it helps. Pet sitting, dog walking. I might get a job at Walmart to start out when I'm younger, but I think that's going to be more in my teen years than 5 years from now. I might try and work at my dad's work. They pay a decent amount of money for what age I will be, and it'll help me get on my feet. It's not an easy job, but it's like lawnmowers and tractors, and you have to fix those type of things, and I'm pretty good with fixing things, so I can learn how to do it. Or I could just sit at the desk and like enter in things, but that's more stressful, and I don't have really good brain power like my grandma. But yeah, I would either work at the shop. I would definitely be in college, but I think in like 5 years time I'll probably be working at the shop until I can get a job. Maybe I could work at the shop and study for veterinary school, so when my age comes around I can work as a veterinarian. Next question. She asked a lot of questions. Do you feel like you lived the same day many times before? Yes, there's certain things where I feel like I dream it, but other times, and that comes to real life, but sometimes I'll like just be sitting there and I'll see something and I'm like, this exact scenario. It's not like I'm watching TV, oh yeah, that's the same thing I just saw. It's like the whole entire setting is the same, like the sun area, the trees blowing in the wind if it is, Dixie's position laying on the carpet. It just keeps on repeating different days, and it's kind of weird. So yeah, I do feel like I've lived the same day quite a bit. Like, sometimes some things happen different, but the majority of the day, same things happen. It's kind of creepy. What would you change about yourself if you could? I would probably want to lose some weight. Probably like get rid of this double chin. I would make myself have green eyes or blue. Probably green. I don't really like blue with my face type, but probably green. And that's it. Like, I love these and my butt and my thighs. I love everything about me right now, but if I had to change, probably my weight, my eye color, stuff like that. But it's also kind of complicated because I'm the one that gets emotionally attached to people, and my dad's one of those people. He's my favorite person ever, and everything about me looks just like him. I have his same eyes, I have his nose, I have his teeth. He actually has this tooth. he has the same exact one pushed back. The only thing that's different about us is I have boobs and I'm not a guy and I don't have a beard. That's like the only difference with us. Next, what do you think the meaning of life is? I don't really believe in gods, per se. Is my dad here? I hope not. He's gonna have to take the iPad. I'll have to wait to answer more. Hold on. No, I don't think he is. I don't see him, but I don't know. Anyways, I think the meaning is in life is you're here for a reason. You were born for a purpose. I don't know what my purpose is. It might take longer for someone to find their purpose. Sometimes people don't have a purpose at all. Sometimes it might just be, yeah, you ended up on this earth. At least that's how I feel about certain people. Or they're just not trying to get to their purpose. It's either they don't have a purpose or they're not trying hard enough to get to their purpose, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, that's the end of that. Again, guys, she said at the end, if it's too personal, it's okay not to answer. I will try to answer most of these, and if they're too personal, I'll let you know. Next one. Birdie is typing, commented, how did you get a German Shepherd prospect puppy that doesn't feed off anxiety, and how would you test whether or not they would? So there's temperament testing, but the thing is, a lot of people think German Shepherds are bad service dogs for anxiety because they feed off of it, but that's simply not the case. It's how you raise them. I probably sound like a Karen. Oh, it's all in how you raise the dog. It really is. If you're, like, as a puppy, you can train it out of that. And a lot of people don't understand. They're like, yeah, I would get a German Shepherd, but I'd rather have a Golden Retriever because they don't feed off of anxiety. And that is super false. Golden Retrievers, Labs, Poodles, they all feed off of people anxiety as well. They just do. I think German Shepherds just express it more because they're more emotionally attached. But I do work with Golden Retrievers and Labs, and whenever their owners are anxious, they'll get anxious. Whenever the owners are angry, the dog will act out in an aggressive way. It's just, I see it more commonly in the Fab 4 than German Shepherds. I really don't run into many German Shepherds who feed off their owner's anxiety. Dixie feeds off of mine only when it's high level anxiety, like panic attack, heavy breathing, hyperventilate. Like, she'll get nervous, but she'll still do her job, you know? But she won't, like, you know, like, she just won't, like, do anything bad. And with Dixie, I just got her from a breeder. I originally got her as a pet, but, yeah, so if you see us struggling, that's because I never... Sorry about that, my iPhone storage got full, so I deleted one of my games, but I find YouTube more important than that. Even though I really like to play it at my free time, I'd rather shoot this video for you. I promised you guys I would shoot it. I've just had problems with my storage lately, so sorry about that. Anyways, moving on before I run out of it again. Could any German Shepherd be bred as long as they're healthy and not suffering from major health risks? Think we all know that not recently this century they're not built like they normally used to be. So, German Shepherds, not every German Shepherd should be bred if they're healthy. And sorry, my phone's at 10% now. Anyways, not every German Shepherd should be bred. They have to have a certain look to them, and they have to fit standard. Example, Dixie, she fits standard. The only thing that she doesn't fit, and every dog has a fault. So her fault would be her height. Her color is in standard for working line German Shepherd. Her height is a little bit shorter, but she should be in standard for height as working line, but she's mixed lines. So yeah, personally, I don't think I would ever breed her because she's a service dog, and I don't really see the need to. It's putting her through unnecessary risk of dying from whelping. I don't see a point in it. And I also don't see a point in spaying her because it's not necessary. It just causes unnecessary pain. Anyways, yeah, point is, can't really breed a dog if they don't have benefits to the breed. Like, you're breeding to improve the breed. Dixie would improve the breed. She has awesome structure. She has an awesome temperament. She has titles, but it's just not a good idea for her well-being, and I don't want to lose my dog to a breeding. If something went wrong in her birth canal and she died, I would lose my best friend and my service dog. So I would never do it unless I found a perfect match and it was if it was a really good idea, like then I would do it, but I don't think I would. Next is asked by Heaven Davis. Did I say that one's last name? Savage Lobo is the one that asked the last one, by the way. I'm trying to say all the users. Heaven Davis said, do you ever consider adjusting your delivery or tone when trying to educate people on service dog etiquette? Like some people in the, like sometime people in the community can be downright rude, rant her, then informative. Do you ever catch that coming from yourself? And if so, do you strive to do better with that moving forward? Yes, I can come off as very rude, just how my disabilities are, and I know that's not really an excuse, but my brain is wired to act the way I do. I do go into panic attacks when I see fakes. I try to educate people. Normally I don't say anything. Like, I had this girl in my school, I guess she's technically my cousin. She was like, yeah, I bring my emotional support therapy duck in Walmart with me all the time, and we got kicked out. And I was like, I didn't say anything, but she said, yeah, I bought him this card online, and I have his duck, and I bring him in Walmart and put him in the cart and ride him around. He's so noisy and stuff. And I'm like, I wanted to say that, yeah, that's illegal, but I didn't want to, like, be awkward and be a bitch about it. So sometimes I find myself, am I going to come off as rude? I don't want to come off as rude. Or sometimes I come off as, am I coming off rude when I'm educating someone? Am I coming off mean? Sometimes I'll consider that. But yeah, I always do. Eventually I catch myself every now and then, like, being rude, but it's not really that common for me because I try to be as nice as I can. I was raised to be nice, so most of the time I'm not rude, but sometimes I can be rude. If the person is giving me an attitude, sometimes I'll catch one, and it's not a smart way to go about it. Next one is asked by the service doodle. Are you afraid of death or dying? Yes. I believe in when you die, you don't come back, and you're just in the ground. You're dead. You don't come back to Earth, is what I imagine it as. But lately, now that I'm maturing more, I'm thinking maybe there's such thing as reincarnation. Possibly. I sure hell the hope there is, because, like, this is my life. Like, I could get hit by a truck tomorrow, and I could be gone. Like, you guys aren't gonna hear from me anymore. I would be dead, and that would just be done. And sometimes I think, I know this wasn't a question, sometimes I think I'm the only real person, you know what I'm saying? And everything is just a loop, or just something like that around me. Like, I don't know how to make sense of it because it never really made sense to me, but every time I think about it, it sends chills down my spine because I'm like, what if I'm not real? What if this is just an illusion? What am I doing here? So that is what I think of it. I am afraid of dying, but it comes to you eventually. So I try to cherish every moment I can. And that's why I get so anxious when I don't go out every day or do something every day, because I'm like, I just waste a day of my life. I could have done something today. I just sat around. And I feel like that when I'm sick too, I'll be like, oh, I just sat around. I'm worthless. I'm a pile of shit. I can't do anything. So yeah, I definitely have anxiety relating to death and dying. So yeah, anyways, next one is asked by Amazing Migo Mondays. What disabilities do you have? And if you do, you think you will have it for the rest of your life? I definitely do think I will have my disabilities for the rest of my life. Not every single one, but the majority. So I'm not going to share all of them because some of them are undiagnosed and some of them I just don't really want to share. But I will share the majority of them. My kneecap, which is right here right now, when I hit something, when I do sharp twists or turns or when I run, my kneecap moves to the side and it stays there, and I have to straighten out my leg to pop it back in, and it hurts really bad. Sorry, I thought I had something on my jeans. I guess I don't. I have chronic anxiety, so it doesn't go away. I have chronic depression, so I never find myself happy. I'm just always sad and depressed. So I never really find myself happy. I do appreciate things though. Like, people are like, oh, if you're not happy, you don't appreciate anything. But I do appreciate things. I love my family and how they try to make me happy. It's just hard to make me truly happy. Like, oh my gosh, this was so fun today. I love you. I love this. I just can't do that. It's just not me. Duchess the Mutt said, why don't you like being called pet names? Just curious. So what I see as pet names is as an insult. So when I'm called darling, honey, things like that, it triggers me because I feel like they're insulting me, mainly because of my age. Oh, that's the air conditioner. I thought my dad was up there, but he's not. Anyways, yeah. I find it as an insult towards my age. When people call me honey or darling, I'm like, I'm not young. You can't call me that. And my mom and my grandma, like, it's weird because my mom will call older people honey and darling, and that's like a little kid's thing. With my grandma, younger people will call her honey and darling. It doesn't make any sense to me because you're like, she's older than you. Don't you find that a little bit weird to be calling an older lady that's been here longer than you honey or darling? I'm sorry, it's weird to me, and I feel weird when people call me. I only like being called that by my family because I know it's not an insult. I know they're trying to like make me feel good, but I do find it as an insult online. So yeah, next one was asked by K9 Chaos. Why do you have a service dog? Okay, so we should be good. I just cleared up a lot of storage, so we should be good to finish this video. I apologize if I can't finish it, but hopefully we can. But the question they asked is, how long have I had my disabilities? My K9 Chaos. I've had my disabilities from what I can remember ever since I could walk. Ever since I could walk, my mom and dad said my knee constantly gave out. It never actually dislocated, but like gave out so I couldn't walk. It would paralyze my whole entire leg. Ever since I would walk. So probably like 2 years old, they said I started my disabilities. Next question is, why did you pick a German Shepherd? We were just scrolling and we were like, oh, can we get a dog? And we're like, yeah, sure. And then we like saw a German Shepherd puppy and we're like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. And we picked up Dixie the next day. So yeah, it was a really quick thing. They had some openings for more puppies. So yeah, my next prospect breed, I'm guessing they're asking, another German Shepherd. Would you think of a breed besides a German Shepherd? Another breed, sorry, I forgot to say that. Possibly. I really want a poodle just to groom it and make it fun. But as far as a service dog, I don't really like poodles as service dogs. I think they're too neurotic and anxious, but that's just my opinion and what I've seen. Standard poodles are more reliable, but like mini poodles, they're just not as good with service work. So I would probably not really get anything besides German Shepherd, possibly a Lab, possibly a Great Dane. I don't know. But I like German Shepherds. They fit my needs the best. So yeah. Next one by Amazing My Migo Monday. Sorry if I'm saying the middle one wrong. Did you train your service dog yourself? Yes, I did. Dixie is fully owner trained with a little bit of professional help, but not much. Next by Bree Berg-Sailor. Sorry if I said that wrong. What age did you start having mental health or noticing it? And do you have a boyfriend or kissed a boy? With my mental health, I've had it ever since first grade. I've had problems with my mental health. Anytime before that, I was a really happy person. But ever since first grade, I had become depressed and anxious. They did some studies on me and they said I have the highest level of anxiety and depression out of all the kids that live in my city. So yeah. And have I ever kissed a boyfriend or a boy? No. No, I've only ever kissed my mom and my dad, my grandpa, my grandma, stuff like that. So I only ever kissed my family. I've never had I've had boyfriends, but mainly it's like online boyfriends, and the one just like ignored me, so I just kind of like was like, okay, whatever. So I never actually kissed anyone, but yeah. I know I'm gonna say this wrong. They told me how to pronounce their name before, but Beba? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm super bad at pronouncing. The agility dog. Are you an anti-vaxxer? So am I against vaccines? I am with vaccines as far as it goes for necessary. The COVID vaccine I would never get, but I don't judge people for getting it. If you want to get it, go right ahead. I don't get it because I don't really trust it, but that's just me. And the next one, related to COVID, are you COVID vaccinated? No, I do not trust it. I do not think it would go well with my mental health. I think it would drain my health, and I think it would affect me severely. So, no, I do not have the vaccine. Last question by Emily Parker. Why do you have a service dog? I think I already answered this one, but yeah, I'm disabled, so I need a service dog for my disabilities, so I have Dixie. So yeah, that's why I have her. She helps me, like, gain my independence back and just help me do things without having to rely on my parents. So yeah, that is it for this video. If you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, tell me why in the comments. I'm gonna do a daily question today because why not? If you made it to the end of the video, which is right now, what is your favorite animal? It doesn't have to be a dog. Favorite animal ever. Whether it be a wolf, a giraffe, a cow, a goat, anything like that. Tell me. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. If you are subscribed, also say in the comments that you are subscribed. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Also, don't forget to hit the notification because some of you guys don't do that and you miss out on my videos I upload. So yeah, hit the notification and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!